Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Roblox here, and today we're talking about this very serious RDC situation. If you don't know, RDC and the Innovation Awards got shut down due to a active shooter threat last night. Turns out, by the way, I just want to inform you guys that it was an active shooter threat. There was no actual action taken on it, so everybody is safe at the moment. But that is a really traumatizing thing to happen. I want to discuss the entire situation. It's very serious. Active shooter threats should always be taken seriously, and especially this one. So it comes from a Twitter account called Vindict. Someone, by the way, who's impersonating another Roblox Twitter person. I'll talk about that a little later. And they start to say, "I will be seeing you soon at RDC at Roblox, and good luck for everyone there. I will receiving my love, Aiden. See you around." Aiden was the former 28-year-old Covenant school student who killed 6 people at the Covenant Nashville school. It was a pretty sad situation, and this person was trying to compare. Let's go over to the next thing. They all deleted these tweets, by the way, so I'll be putting them up. It says, "It's so over," and they show a photo of a gun, some like armor and stuff, and then they throw it back to that old tweet, do like a quote tweet of it. It is that gun, by the way. They, in the future, well, a little bit later, they said that that gun was fake. It was an airsoft gun. But this is a very serious and scary situation because at the time, people, I mean, you gotta take active shooter threats as serious as possible. This is so disappointing on so many levels because not only did people spend thousands, hundreds of dollars. I mean, I was in a Twitter space last night where they were talking about one dude whose mother died, and her last, like, thing she wanted her son to do was go to the RDC event. And now the RDC event's fucking canceled because of this person who thought it was a funny joke. In their own words, I'll go to that now. It says, "I didn't mean this to get that bad. I thought it would be taken obviously as a joke since it's an airsoft gun. I'm sorry it's a hoax, do not worry. I picked someone random from Fembies that I hated when I was an employee there when I was 12. This threat was not real." Now we're going to talk about that little last part where it says I picked somebody from Fembies. If you don't know, Fembies was a game removed from Roblox because it broke the Roblox TOS. That doesn't really matter. It's just they kind of stole someone else's identity, and we do need to, differentiate the two people. Vindict is different than Vindiction, who the real person is. And if you guys see the Vindiction person, do not send any hate their way. They are not the person who made this active shooter threat. This other person was impersonating them. You can even look up their Roblox username, which is Vindict, and you will see that they're kind of two full separate accounts. They also said before, in quote to the in response to their airsoft gun and with the ballistic vest and all that says, they say, "Today I'll be taking action against Roblox for not doing nothing about Roblox Nazis and racists like Real Ruben Sim and Alaskan Reality. I am sick whenever I play games like The Petting Room, furries, queer folk, and innocent people get trolled and doxxed. Roblox does nothing about this." So I want to talk about this for a little bit. Alaskan Reality does have some questionable tweets, but I would not say he's a Nazi. I wouldn't say Ruben Sim's a Nazi either. They're also not racist. Ruben Sim has exposed a lot about Roblox. I mean, Alaskan Reality got that fucking disgusting game removed from the platform. So I'd say they're pretty decent people. Now, Roblox wouldn't say that, but hey, that's a personal opinion of mine. These guys aren't these Nazis and racists that this Vindict person is saying. By the way, this person is quite literally 13 years old making active shooter threats. So, I mean, not only should they be kind of put in juvenile detention, I think their parents should be talked to. And, this all comes back to like internet safety. Minors probably shouldn't have access to Twitter to make these, because these sort of things happen, these threats. Now we're going to talk about what Roblox said in response. They said, "In an abundance of caution, we have decided to cancel the Roblox Innovation Awards due to a potential security concern. We are working with all appropriate authorities and everyone is safe. We take safety very seriously. This is not how we wanted RDC to end." Then the real person, Vindiction, comes out and says, "Banned on Roblox for 1 day, so I can't reply to any other questions in game, but I'm saying what I can in the initial thread. Please read through for context." Guys, this Vindiction person is not the same as Vindict. I mean, they're two separate people. That's what Vindiction is claiming. And this Vindict person does say in their tweet that they kind of just found a random employee's name from the game. So Vindiction originally was an admin for the Fembies game, and then this Vindict person said that they just kind of picked a random employee name from there, so they just kind of made their whole account based off of Vindiction, which kind of sucks. I mean, can you imagine being impersonated and it's fucking someone making an active shooter threat with your name and your art? That is fucking sad. I cannot imagine how that fucking feels. And then Vindiction, the real person, replies to Vindic, the impersonator, who says, "Fuck you, man. What the actual fuck did I do to deserve being everyone's #1 enemy today? I just made a femboy restaurant 3 years ago." And then we have Vindic's actual name here that says, "Don't care because nothing will happen." So they say on Twitter that they're sorry, but then they contradict themselves by saying on Roblox it says, "Don't care because nothing will happen." So a lot of people are talking about this. It sucks because the Innovation Awards were hosted by Creekcraft. I know there's a lot of time, planning, and money spent by everybody, not only the people, the creators of this event, but also the people in attendance. I mean, they had hotels booked, flights booked probably. I mean, the travel costs alone were probably hundreds of thousands of dollars, and now it's canceled because of some angry 13-year-old on Twitter. It's sad. It's very sad that this whole situation's happened. It's even more sad that they were impersonating another person, because now that person has to deal with all like the hate from people not, looking and doing like the tiniest bit of research. The whole situation fucking sucks. It also sucks that Ruben Sim and Alaskan Reality were dragged into this when they literally had nothing to do with this. And in the past, Ruben Sim has actually been blamed by Roblox for an active shooter threat. It's always somehow fucking, he always gets dragged into it and always is fucking, he's always fucked with for some reason. I think it's because he's Roblox's #1 enemy or something like that. Really no idea why he was even named in their tweets originally, just because he doesn't like furries. I think that's the main reason. If you don't know, Ruben Sim is very spoken out against furries, and he thinks they're kind of cringe and stupid and all that shit, which, more power to you, if that's your opinion, that's your opinion. You can't really do anything about it, you know what I mean? The fact that someone made an active shooter threat, naming those two people, and also was impersonating somebody else, they need some sort of punishment. Not only should they be fined a lot of money, and their parents should be fined, but they definitely need juvenile detention. I know this is going to be a little bit harsh to say. Juvenile detention is probably the least worrying punishment that they can get, because if they were older than 13, I mean even 14, 15, they could be looking at actual jail time. You might be saying, well, what do you mean? Active shooter threats are super fucking serious, and the fact that they even, had an airsoft gun that looked kind of like a real gun and had ballistic vests, and then played it back to the Nashville shooter, this is serious. You got to know that fucking gun threats and shooting threats are not fucking like jokes. They're never jokes, okay? That's just not cool. It's not funny. No one was haha laughing. I mean, everybody there was probably worried and traumatized, and they're gonna be traumatized. They're not gonna, who's gonna come to RDC next year? The next Roblox Innovation Awards, whenever people like this 13-year-old can easily cancel the whole event with a fucking threat. Okay, and I'm not saying that the event shouldn't have been canceled. I mean, good on Roblox for taking immediate action to cancel the event, make sure everybody got to safety. This whole situation is fucking terrible on all fucking angles. We got the fucking 13-year-old who made the threat, the person who was impersonating somebody else, who now they're also getting like a shit ton of hate. Then you got Ruben Sim and Alaskan Reality, who were named in that tweet. Alaskan Reality, by this way, said they are going to try to do everything in their power to sue this person, which, hey, I think Ruben Sim should get in on that too. Sue the fuck out of this person, man. Subpoena their fucking, go to Twitter and say, get your lawyers to subpoena all the information about this person, because I'm gonna be honest, active shooter threats are just not something you should be making as a fucking joke, ever. They're just not funny at all. But yeah, that's the entire situation. I was gonna say drama, but it doesn't really fit. I mean, it was an active shooter threat. It's not drama at that point. It's something very serious. Anyways, guys, it's been Zoblox. If you guys enjoyed the video and were wondering what happened, well, there you go. Subscribe, like, all that shit. Peace.